Hello Aries, welcome back. This is going to be a general message for the Sun and Star sign of Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, anywhere you have Aries prominent in your chart. Alright. This could be business, finance, career, family, friends, social, acquaintances. Take it how could be love. Take it how it resonates, make it fit, but don't force it, right? Take what applies, let the rest fly. Okay, Aries, was something almost going to work backwards, but you caught yourself? Or something like that. Or no, it was like you were approached and you're just like, the audacity. It's something like that. 55 and the clock changes. Like, how dare you even, like, waste that 2 minutes of my time with a stupid question. Something like that, Aries. What do we got for Aries, Spirit? Show me. Yeah, you're manifesting. Yeah. Keep going. Okay, so what you're doing is you're manifesting the sun. You're manifesting what you want, the happiness, right? Sun is the brightest card in the deck, and Aries, the magician, knows how to manifest, has everything that they need, and then co-creates with spirit. Like, what? Then the sun? No, that's awesome. What it's showing in between that is what you have had to kind of go through in different areas of your life, on an emotional, on a mental, on a spirit and spiritual, and also summer may be of significance. Now in this deck there's two cards, two extra mystery cards. One is in like spring, summer, and one is in winter. So this tells me it is either spring or summer. The number 3 may be of significance to you. Doves might be of significance. White birds. Music. Now think about a... No, I'm not saying that. You've come to some realization this summer, a lot of you. It was like spring, summer. It's like something completely closed for you. It's things that you knew. It's just you saw something and you put a rest to a lot of things in your life that just weren't serving you, right? Because while you're on your way to happiness, you know now what you don't want. And so when we know what we don't want, we know what we do, because we know what doesn't work, right? And so we move differently. So it's just showing a progression up to the happiness. But you might be wondering, Aries, you might be wondering, like, what else do I need to learn? I pick up on things pretty quick, right? Why am I still going through these things? Or why does it have to be this way to... It's like you level up every time and you get closer to your happiness, right? But it's like, why do I have to do this step? Why can't I just like go to the next level without this? I've researched, I've healed my inner child, right? Coming out in King of Wands energy, which is you, Aries, very passionate king. I know, like, I let the spirit move me. You also have good luck. Spirit showing you something about judgment for the way you chose to love in some capacity. It's something to do with inner conflict or right? And then you waited for your intuition. You waited for your intuition. Holy fuck. Hold on. Let's think about that for a second. Dude, you waited for your intuition, Aries. You let things happen in such a way, and then you waited for your intuition to kind of guide you. And look, you moved with the quickness. Nine of Pentacles, financial freedom, independence, do for self, right? Like, planted every single seed. So, like, we reap what we sow, and you're sowing well. Like, you sowed well. Really, like, fuck. Aries, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 22 major arcanas in any deck, and in this deck specifically, there's 2 extra cards. So 22 major arcanas in an 80 card deck, and you have all those that I just named. That's unusual. Big things are, well, okay, what that means is, or one of the ways I can take it, which I am, it opens up a different way. It is awakenings in such a way, like spirit cards coming in, because it's like, oh, divine intervention in this way. Boom. Now your mind is blown open, and it's like radical movement. It is groundbreaking change in all these different ways. I see. I'm manifesting my happiness, right? Bam. But there were the details, like why, you kind of fall through, and it's like, why do I have to go the long way? Why can't I just have a straight shot? It's like that. And so then um, things came to you because you allowed it, and then um, it put you in such a great position. Because right now, holy fudge, you popped out your own energy to end the read with the Fool, which is like, I see this as Aries. I see it as Aquarius. I see it as a few signs, but Aries is one of them because of the full-hearted energy, but also because of one of the placements of Mars. Anyway, it's slowly moving into a new beginning that is brand new. So although the path is unclear, you took your time getting there, so you know, it's like you understand something even though you don't know. It's like that, right? And that's how it ends, because of all this other stuff, right? And because of that, that's where the happiness is. Because slowly moving into that, the journey is over, guys. For this part of the journey, that journey's over. It ends with the Knight of Pentacles. This is beautiful because it ends. It's the slowest knight in the deck. This is the only knight that I trust in any deck because it's a stable, it's solid. It may take a long time to get there, but once there, it's good. So it's like you have worked through or gotten through so much that you need to get through to get the happiness, because it required you to start over in something. But, right? It's like that. But that's where it is. The happiness. The inner conflict is about something to do with love. The judgment that was called on that. The waiting for your intuition. Also legalities, legal. Something to do with legal went in your favor, or it will. And now it's like logical and analytical too. Something to do with summer and spring, and you're a warrior as well. And that's what I got for you, Aries. Please let me know if this resonates. I hope that it does. But if it doesn't, I also want to know that too. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe if you like my vibe, which I hope you do. If you like genuine, authentic, and like evolved. Only the truth up in this bitch. The purer you are, the higher you can go. Tap in. Tune into my frequency, right? Soulmates. So this could be saying that I have a kinship to you. Beautiful Leos. This, it is saying that, but it's also saying, like, that's just a side note. Wink to the audience. But it's saying that there's also been an end. You have put an end to some kind of soul contract, a spiritual, like a soulmate, somebody that you felt home with. There's an end to that, and it's also telling me you're at a distance from that. I called you Leo. Aries. Why did I say Leo, Spirit? Some of you might be missing a Leo. Five of Cups, something about emotional sorrow. Maybe your Venus is in Leo, because that would explain how you love, right? But, it's something to do with the Five of Cups, something to do with emotional sorrow. Manifesting. What? Clarity and truth. You're manifesting clarity and truth, or you manifested clarity and truth, which brought you emotional sorrow, but because it was clarity and truth, you were cool with that. Something about being stable, stability, home life, that's important to you, and you protect what's yours, and what is mine because I created all these, I made all these, right? It's something like that, Aries. You're building away at something too. You're working on something. This is to do with business and other people, right? But you're making a practical choice, or you will. You're not talking about it. You're in with what you know to come out with discerning and what's practical. So it's like you're looking at everything of something, and even though something might seem the most logical on a practical right now, you're going in to work this out in your mind, because there's two practical choices. Even if one may not seem like the better one, you're diving in deep into both, and it's uncertain which one is going to come out, because whatever one is coming out is the truth. You're getting clarity on something, and that's when you're going to manifest. Because the choice will be made once you go in, right? And work it in your mind and figure it out, the two, something like that. And then the clarity comes. So whichever one it is, that's whatever the clarity is on that, right? It's like that. Look, and then it's overabundance. And then also, this is also saying on an internal level, something to do with healing camps, self-love, moving quickly into, wait, what? Knight of Swords, why? Why that? What's that combo? Oh, well, okay. Moving in on on the Aries, like coming in on the mental into the emotional of it, right? Bringing in the logic to the emotion, right? But what you're adding into that now is your spirit, moving forward with that, leaving the past behind, right? And then they have the Ace of Wands, starting over in something. It's, what? Maybe this Ace of Wands was blown out of this volcano, that, right? And now you're just starting over in something. Yeah. Because, wow, the two mystery cards that are in this 80 card deck came out. And one card came out upside down, which I thought all my cards are upright, and all of them are, except for that one that came out upside down when I split the deck. How strange. Interesting. Okay, so something of a rejection, Aries, that you didn't want to be a rejection, or some kind of missed opportunity that you didn't even want to be a missed opportunity. Something to do with winter and a child, or a winter and yourself and someone older, or yourself and someone younger, or yourself and your inner child self in winter. Maybe there was something about a missed opportunity and a rejection that you didn't even want to be this way, and it's like something enlightening happened in winter with yourself on an inner child level, or with a younger person, or you are the younger person and it's with an older person, or, right, it's something like that. But that brings clarity too. And then you move with the spirit, which is good, because you can move with the emotion and with the mind. That's how usually Aries you move, like with your passion, your drive, right? But it's like you are understanding the mental part, that mental go to the emotional that's more flow. It's like that, right? So you brought in your spirit and that balanced out the two. See what I mean? It's like Aries, you take the emotion and throw it into logic, which I feel. I get that, right? I'm an Aries rising. So I'm not an Aries sun sign. I'm the rising. I'm a Scorpio sun, but... So I feel like I get you guys. Wait, why is that? What are you doing to yourself, Aries? What? No, don't do that. Get out of your head. Some of you are bringing impractical truth to yourself. There's no reason for what you're bringing to yourself, because while something may be true, it's like the level of what you're focusing on is not really realistic for how you live anyway. So it's like you're damaging yourself by thinking about something that it's more of like something you don't need to be focusing on, Aries. It keeps you up in your head, or it will. It's like a self-imposed mental imprisonment, because there is something that you feel is like that you're stuck about, because something else that is fair and just and is not even acknowledging something. It's like facts over feelings is I don't know, what is this? Keeping you up in your head? And then there's something about, it's what it is you're betraying your own mind, and it's going into a cycle. It's also talking about, I don't like this. What is this? Clarify. I feel like I know. Yeah. Aries, come on. We can't save everyone and we can't save them all. Yeah. That is what happens. When you try to save everyone, or when you try to save them all, or whatever you're trying to do, that's like something like that, we end up having to go back into hermit mode, because sometimes it's like we take on more than we can chew, or something like that. We bite off more than we can chew by accident. Well intended, right? And like plan was great, but like things just didn't go the way that, I don't know, that's why I'm feeling it like that. And in this read, that's what's happening. So let me know if that resonates for you, please. King of Pentacles, but you're good. You're good. It's just you had to go through something else too. You're awakening from other things as well. You're strategically moving into your own financial abundance in a different way. You're going, no, you were always this. You diverted in a way, and now you're like coming out in another side to go back to yourself in a different way, and you're avoiding and getting away from something else in a really clever way. You're getting a victory after a battle, right? Because you tempered yourself. You kept yourself calm, cool, collected, right, in the spirit. And because of that, what's hidden is now known. You learned, and also you have, I'm talking to Aries that have all but mastered how to communicate with the subconscious, Connie, or whatever you call your subcon, right? Higher self, spirit. Yeah, you're getting a victory for that. Spirit's proud. You're working with other people, collecting, collabing, contracts too. I see business. I see red is significant. I'm not sure why, but it is. Maybe it's your root chakra, but it's something to do. Or it also could be three people trying to work on something, and one person's like, nah, I don't want to do it like that, or this is something, and two others are trying to work to make, I don't know, it's something like that. And oh yeah, and that burdened you, or it was a burden. But you got this, Aries. You ended in your own self, which is the Emperor. to the Four of Swords, which is what? Spiritually enlightened. They say when the enlightened shouldn't call themselves enlightened. Aries, you are enlightened. Why the fuck can't we tell the truth? Why not? Only truth in my channel, bitches. Please. Okay. Yes. You got this. You need to not worry about that. Let's see what... Okay. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit just told me to ask, or suggested that I can ask, what is the best advice for Aries? What's the best advice for this situation for Aries, Spirit? To make a practical choice for your own happiness and stability on Earth, but the things that you want in life in your Earth body. Grounded and balanced, though, whatever this is for you. So the practical choice, right? But what is it? Something to do. Where's that? There's that mental energy again. That's where your anxiety stems from, I'm also guessing, feeling. Hold on. Okay. It's the it's the Knight of Cups. It's the emotion coming into the Fool. So the Knight of Swords energy, the mental of it, slowed, and now, okay, so the emotional's coming out to the Fool. You're making some sort of, you're following your intuition, but that just so happens to coincide with something to do with emotion and being charming. Moving in your, oh, I'm picking up on someone's genuine, authentic energy. You're moving into starting over in your genuine authenticity in the way of like the emotion. It's not like it's night, but that's dreamy and fun and like, right, like still honorable in this way, right? You're just starting over in a new way, and you're following your intuition while you're doing it. So you know what you're doing, and you're not hurting anyone. Whoa. Aries, you popped out in your own energy. This is the Tower, which I see as Scorpio and Aries, because you both, it's not just Scorpio, it's Aries too, because you both share Mars. Then we have the High Priestess. Some of you might be a Pisces cusper, or you could be a Pisces moon, or Pisces is significant, or you're just taking on this energy. Or this is what's coming out. The High Priestess is coming out to open the veil on another note. But what's the Tower? More major arcanas for Aries. Yeah, the inner conflict and the toxicity of the inner conflict and other things that cause inner conflict. That's what the Tower is. It's just you found something in a different way. You're trying to figure out how to... You did something that you thought would be a good way to do something because you understood how it was supposed to go, right? And you factored in all these things. You did something in due diligence, and something didn't work out, and now you're moving in a different way to a new beginning. Tower happening because the foundation of whatever the fuck that was shaken up. The inner conflict and whatever was binding to you, whatever, felt toxic or binding or just not good, right? The devil energy, right? To the Five of Wands, which is inner conflict. It also can be external conflict too, but like, yeah. It has to do with some karmic soulmates as well. And I normally don't, yeah, look, and then the Five of Cups at the bottom, keep going, and then the death to that, and then death to the confusion, because you spiritually learned. So I'm talking to some Aries, like this is on a like side note or whatever this channel is for, but thanks, Spirit wants me to channel it. So these were karmic soulmates, some kind of kinship that you felt. Something wasn't going in a direction that it was supposed to be and was agreed upon. Like something just didn't work out in the ways in which it was supposed to, right? We're not supposed to say supposed to, but like it just seems fitting to say supposed to, and how I said it. Anywho, then you had to figure out a way to get the fuck out of that, which you did, and by doing that, Tower fell, and you fixed some shit in you that you didn't even know that you needed to fix, because shit didn't like ever happen to you like this before, and you're like, okay, cool, now I know not to do that, right? It's just like that. So you're following your intuition and you're on your merry way, and you're in a very good energy as you're starting over. So yeah, it sucks you had to go through all that, but you end on a good note, because then you have death here, which I also see death as Scorpio, and Aries. It's not just a Scorpio card, because Aries also shares, you share Mars. Even though this is Plutonian energy, you still share the Mars with Scorpio. Then we have the Seven of Cups to the Hierophant, which means you have spiritually learned on an emotional level, anything confusing, like, no. And having a lot of choices doesn't mean that means it's a lot of good choices or a lot of good options, whatever this is for you, right? Like, it could be, yeah, it could be 7 great things, but it could be, 2 great things and 6 sucky things, right? Or 3 or 4, whatever, right? Like, you had to learn something only because of where you were, but like, or what you, not where you were, because of something that, like, you had the best intentions of, and you had a good plan too. You got a victory for it though. The clarity and the truth that came out. You move into yourself. You like talked into yourself of clarity. You understood something, right? Also, some of you have tempered the divine masculine and feminine in you as like an inner child, teenage level. You healed something there. You had temperance too, and you leveled up in a new self-love way. Congrats. Light workers, I'm talking to light workers. Congrats, Aries. Good, good, good. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we leave people where we met them at. Like, what? Yeah, okay. No, no, it's not you, really. It's me. Type energy. Yeah, I get it, Aries. Good for you. All right, let's see if, I keep hearing Leo, and I saw Leo, or I said Leo earlier, so some of you might be dealing with a Leo. You could be a Leo rising, or a Leo moon, or your Leo could be in your Venus, or your Mars. Or you're just taking on Leo energy, or something's happening in Leo season, which is now. Or something could have happened last Leo season. Or the number 8 is significant to you. You could be a life path 8. Or maybe your birthday's on the 8th, or I don't know. 8 is significant to you, maybe. Let's see what the Vintage Wisdom Oracle has to say. For Aries Spirit, the wisdom. Okay. Last one. Thank you. Okay, this is perfect. Perfectly imperfect and perfectly perfect. Intention, balance, trust. So balance your intentions, right? It's a balance of logic and reason. Yeah, use your heart, but like, don't make an emotional decision, and don't allow an emotional decision. See, Aries, that's sometimes maybe the problem. Maybe that's what the lesson was, or one of the lessons. We can't always take the emotion and put it into logic, because sometimes emotion isn't logical if we're going on one line of it, right? Like, we can get caught up in stuff. So you need to trust things, even if it looks doesn't look ordinary. Even if it looks strange. Like this butterfly man on a horse, deer, right? Or fairy, whatever. Right? Enchantment, be careful of things that aren't meant to work but can seem very attractive. Right? Right? In the ways that, like, it is, right? And so also something about purity and freedom and intention and balance. Well, isn't that the same? Okay, right? Intention would be freedom. balance would be, but using purity, right? So if you're purity and you're balancing things out, like your intention will be freedom, but it's going to balance out, right? The balance, the purity, you're bringing it on the high. Wow, Aries. You're really not letting certain energies penetrate you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Also, beware of enchantment too. Trust, like I said. You need to surrender to the thoughts, yes, because you have the wisdom to change, and you need reflection and then use discernment. It's like that. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Use your discernment. After reflection, you know the change because you have the wisdom. Surrender to the thought. The wisdom is gained. Trust. Trust, enchantment, intention. So sometimes maybe you don't trust something because it seems like it's too unorthodox or not right, not ordinary. A mermaid? A man with butterfly wings on a deer? What? Right? Well, surrender to the thought, right? And the intention. Surrender. Enchantment, trust, surrender, intention. Something about green, freedom and then balance. Yeah, it's like that. So, something about even be careful of the unordinary, but also be careful because you want the unordinary. It's just finding the right type of weird. It's something like that. That's what I got for you, Aries. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you like the way that I read. Let me know if it resonates. Bye, guys. Talk to you later. See Your Soul 3 Revolution with me, please.